such a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
How was your day, sir? Can we know that?
Sure. Not too bad. I actually just got back to Australia yesterday, and I'm severely jet lagged, which is why this timing works well for me at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been sleeping through the day, and I'm awake in the night, just getting things done. But yeah, it's going really well. Cannot complain. It's quite warm here in Australia at the moment, so just making the most of the sun.
That's wonderful to hear.
Because how are you guys doing? Here.
It's
fine,
around.
Sir.
Somehow we are in between winter and we are getting some non-seasonal rain right now. So we are just stuck inside our home now. It's raining outside.
Yeah, right. Okay, so not usually it's not the rainy season at the moment?
No,
no, sir, it's not. It's cold and right now it's raining, so not exactly a very great combination over here as of now.
Sure. My cat wants to play right now, so he's meowing, as you can probably hear him.
Sir, it's male or female?
I've got one male and a female, so the male always wants to play at midnight. So
that's good. So can we know their names?
Yeah, so one of them is called Cami, and the other one is called Lassi.
Lassi.
Yeah.
So that the lassi, like we drink in Punjab, lassi.
That's right. And I'll show you lassi if you give me 1 sec.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Sure, sir.
Because she's right here. Oi. Come on, buddy. So this here is lassi because she is the opposite of what lassi looks like.
That's so cute, sir.
And the other one is meowing away. So I'll put myself on mute until we kick off, if that's all right.
Yes, sir, it's all right.
Sure, sir. It's all right, sir.
Just as an icebreaker, so we have decided to put one simple 5-question quiz for the students joining. So if you allow us, we will be presenting with that. Okay, thank you, sir. So guys, I think we can. Sir is here and we are ready to go. I will be doing a quiz in Menti, the link will be given in chat box now. So meanwhile, the quiz is happening. I want all of you to give this reminder to everyone among your friends, your groups, friend circle, everyone. All should join, and let's proceed with the quiz. Shall we, Anisha?
Yeah, sure, Abrar.
Anisha, will you drop the link to it in the chat?
Yeah, sure. Give me a moment and I'll be doing it. Yeah, I've shared the link in the chat box. You guys can start joining over there.
And I'll share the screen to that.
Yeah.
Okay, is it visible to all? Great, there are many people joining. We wait for just 2 more minutes and we'll start with the quiz. So everyone, it is 36 joined and we have 69 over the meet. So I think everyone can join. It's a very simple quiz, just as an icebreaker. I think you'll enjoy that.
Let me just provide the link again.
Yes.
Yeah, done.
Okay, I think everyone can join in. It's 42. Just a minute more and we'll start. Zushan sir, will you be joining with us in the quiz?
Sure, I can definitely do that.
It's a really fun quiz. You know all the answers, but it's good to have you with us.
Completely
Awesome.
simple questions.
Sure. Maybe I'll observe then. But yeah, why not?
Okay,
I'll participate.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in the link now, so yeah, it should be fun.
Sure, sir.
Zushan sir is here, so I think let's move on to the first question. Shall we? Okay. And the first question is on screen.
Yeah, bro, we can. Okay, the first question is, what is NFT?
You have 5 options on screen. You have to just choose the correct full form. I have a 10-second timer. I think, hey, why isn't anyone, are you not able to access the?
Is that an issue?
Okay, no, that's
okay.
not an issue.
Works.
38 people got the correct. The 2 people got no freaking trend. I think there are people making some sarcasm behind that screen. It's not National Fiber Technologies. I just kept that for funny, just like fun moment. Now you know, those are some simple questions. Let's move to the next. So Leaderboard says, Preetham, you are now taking the lead. Good. Let's move to the next question.
The next question is, why should you buy NFT? And you'll be seeing your options on the screen. So
the first option says price associated associated cryptocurrency might peak very high, and if cryptocurrency do jump a lot, you love collecting NFT and we are at that end of the time, no problem. And the answer is it's all of them. And definitely not felt cute, might do it later. You don't want to just give away your NFT to someone. You don't know what price it may have. Yes, it is all of this. The price of cryptocurrency does increase every day. As we speak now, it's increasing. And you love collecting NFT. I, on my personal choice, love doing my profile colorful. And NFT is growing investment. Yes, everyone here knows that. Let's see the leaderboard. And now we have bit of change. Okay, Zushan sir got the
we have Zushan sir in the lead.
Okay, I'm gonna slow down. Yeah, I don't want to. I will respond at the last second, just to make it fair.
All right. Let's move on to the next question.
The next question would be, NFT is built upon which technology? To which we have 5 options: artificial intelligence, stock market exchange, blockchain, dark web, and 3D art.
Okay, let's see. Who did what?
Let's see the change in leaderboard, shall we?
The stock market exchange SME technology does not exist. I just put that so that you can just get biased with that. And that's good. There were some who got caught by that. Let's see the leaderboard. Yes, blockchain is the correct answer. The leaderboard says okay.
We have Rukmini in the lead right now.
Good one, Rukmini. And thank you, Zushan sir, for taking the last second choice. We go to the last but one question.
The question would be, is NFT for everybody? To which we have the options yes, no, and मुझे इस topic पे expertise नहीं है, इसलिए I'm out. I think you guys can relate to it if you guys are watching Shark Tanks India as of now.
India. मुझे इस topic पे expertise नहीं है, इसलिए I'm out.
I'm out.
Yes, it is for everybody. Those who says no, you are absolutely wrong. Anyone can come in NFT, and let's see the leaderboard. Okay, it has a sudden change. We have Prabuddha in the first, and I think Rukmani got disconnected. So okay, we have Prabuddha in first. Good one. We go to the final question.
Okay, the final question would be, what are the total number of marketplaces existing for NFT trading? To which we have the options 126, 10, 50, and none of these.
You just quickly search it in Google. You have full authority of that.
Google it.
Okay. Good. The answer is 126. Those who other are wrong. And with this, the 5 questions for ice breaking, or as you say, user and audience interaction is complete, and we go to the final leaderboard. Let's see who won. And we have.
Do we have any changes?
We have any changes. Prabuddha is in the first rank. Apart from that, AP Dillon is in second, and Mickey is in third. To the top 3 holders, congratulations.
Congratulations.
And with this, we are coming to the end of this icebreaker. It's good. Everyone was excited. So let's begin. It's already 6. We can start, Anisha.
Yeah, I think we can start, Abrar. So good evening, everybody. Non-fungible tokens are changing the way we own things digitally, right? Like, it has garnered significant attention as one of the most exciting, transformative innovations blockchain has to offer developers and businesses. An exciting platform for people who are into producing original content in design, in animation, in music, and in so much more, while receiving value in crypto coins having exponential growth as we speak today. As you all are already familiar with the growing blockchain technology backing the NFT market and what power it holds, do you think just knowing that is enough? Is it just about creating attractive or funky or deep meaning art for the NFT market? Wait, what is a marketplace and how many are there? Who are the collectors and whatever? Why will somebody buy your art? Will this do you any good? Or is it just a crazy big number fashion and colorful profile collections? There. We all need to catch our breaths and cool down for a minute. Right, Abrar?
Yes, of course. And in order to determine all these answers, we need to understand the concept first. And what better way there is than to learn it from the expert himself. So we are very proud and honored to welcome Mr. Zushan Hashmi, a man wearing several wearing hats when it comes to his professional life. A co-founder of 2 companies named ADA-Ninjaz NFT and Spatagius. A sports media writer, a governance and policy expert, an academic coordinator, a philanthropy assistant, and so much more. He has not missed a single opportunity to put a feather in his cap. With him joining us now, we not only get to dive into his world of NFT, manga, and anime series in Cardano Blockchain, but we also get his combined experience in management, health department, and most of all, a great leadership quality.
Zushan sir, Spectrum is glad to have you join us today in the session of NFTs Beyond Digital Art. we would like you to impart your knowledge to our students. So now the stage is all yours. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, guys. Really, really appreciate the kind words and very humbling to, obviously have hear so many good things about yourself. It's never it's always interesting, and it's kind of like, yeah, but am I really that person? So here I am sitting, in my house at midnight doing this awesome call. So I'm quite excited to be here. Did you guys want me to share my screen? Because I have done up a presentation.
Yes, sure, sir. I
Sure,
think
sir.
Okay.
you have the permission, right?
Yes, I do. And just let me know when you guys can see this.
Yes, sir. Your presentation is visible.
And it has disappeared, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, now it has.
Give me 1 second. I'm not sure what that is. Just give it another shot. A window. Okay, let's try it now. All right, I think it's working now. So let's take advantage of technology and start off. So fantastic. Look, thank you for having me. Yeah, so I am the co-founder of ADA-Ninjaz, which is what I do at the moment. And I'll start off with just giving you adding a little bit more to what Anisha and Abrar said in terms of what my journey's been like. So yeah, I grew up in Dubai and I moved to Australia back in 2010. And during my university days there in Brisbane. So I'm in Canberra now in Brisbane. I used to work at Starbucks as a barista. So, that's what I used to do while studying to obviously pay my bills, pay my, my activities and essentially all of that. So I started at Starbucks, did my undergrad. Wasn't so easy. I'm not going to lie. I think after I finished my undergraduate degree, I applied for over 200 jobs and didn't get any. So, it was a stressful period, but yeah, then I got a job in research at a university in Sydney, called the University of Sydney. I then also did my master's there. So I was in academia for a while. And after that, I went into work in government, where I worked for about 3.5, 4 years. Simultaneously, I started Sportageous, which is my other sports media platform. And then, of course, alongside my business partner, Tommy, we came up with the idea of ADA-Ninjaz. And that's how I sort of got into the NFT space. I won't say I went in blindly. I don't think anyone should go in blindly into the NFT space. It's important to do your research, and everywhere you go, it's like do your own research, not financial advice. But yeah, usually when people say that, don't trust them. Like, just do your figure it out for yourself, right? Try and read about it as much as you can. Watch YouTube videos from legitimate people within the space, and that's how you're gonna essentially understand NFTs and crypto better. But starting off, I wanted to run you guys through the basics of NFTs. From what I can tell, obviously, a lot of you have a fair bit of an understanding of what NFTs are. I know that you guys did another awesome event with another speaker not too long ago. So I will quickly skim through this, but please keep your questions ready because I don't want to keep talking the whole time. I'd really like it if, everyone could come in and chat and ask me whatever questions you have. So basics of NFTs and essentially how to build your own NFT. Develop your idea, project, and roadmap. So the idea always comes first. I think that is integral, and research. So keep on looking, keep on trying to understand what is it that can make your NFT unique. You don't have to be an artist, a developer, a marketer. I am a project manager, right? We have an incredible team of artists, of developers, of marketers, and Tommy and I, who run ADA-Ninjaz, essentially sit on the top and make sure everything is running smoothly. So don't think that, oh, how could I come up with an idea? I don't know anything about this space, right? That's the most important thing. Then look for what can make your NFT unique. So, these images that I have here, of course, of Bored Ape Yacht Club, who are probably the most popular NFT project and they're on the Ethereum blockchain. This is like a roadmap that they have initially, and there were little points that they sort of wanted to tick out and get through as they sold out, and that, of course, is their NFT. So come up with a roadmap. Think of an idea. What can you do that will make your project unique? In the instance of Bored Ape Yacht Club, they've made it into a literal exclusive club, where if you hold an NFT, you get access to X, Y, Z, and everything else. Maybe that's the way you want to go. Maybe that's something that everyone's trying to replicate now. So you want to take it a bit differently. But first and foremost, the idea. What do you want to do? What do you think? What do you like? What do you enjoy? What do you think is something that you can use to bridge the blockchain with what the real world is doing? And how do you think that can come to life through the world of NFTs? So I think that's the very, very first step. Now moving on to, I guess, your artwork, creating your artwork, tying in the utility to your NFT project. So here are a bunch of different Cardano NFTs. All of these are NFTs that I've actually purchased myself. But to give you an idea, the key thing, in my opinion, is that artwork in the NFT world doesn't necessarily mean still 2D hand-generated art or unique one-for-one designs. It can be much broader than that. So you can think of things like 3D designs, music within NFTs, live 2D or 3D animations where images are moving, or it could simply just be photography, right? So you could essentially just have photos that you're taking. I mean, I think there was someone on Ethereum recently on the Ethereum blockchain, who took a photo of themselves for every single day for like 3 years and sold them all out, right? So I don't, like, personally, I strongly believe that, having good art, but making it unique with the utility is really, really important. And I'll give you an example with the 5 projects that I've, listed here. So first up, we've got ADA Army, which is a smaller project on the Cardano blockchain, but they're really, really cool, doing some exciting stuff. And by holding or by minting or buying their NFTs, you essentially get airdrops to other NFTs, you get to access giveaways, and they're working on more and more things. So that's a very simple model, but it's efficient. It ties in very much with marketing. And if you're able to market it, it can blow up. But a lot of people are doing that. But their art is cool. The community is really cool. The community is really nice. That's another important thing, which I will talk about. Next up, we have Dirtbird. So this here is my Ninja Dirtbird. So I specifically bought a Dirtbird that had a ninja costume, because obviously I have ADA-Ninjaz is my project. So Dirtbirds is doing a really cool thing. So they actually use burning technology, which is like you send your NFTs away to a dead wallet, hence they are burnt, as in they no longer exist. And in exchange for that, it's gamification. So if I sent this bird away, I may receive an egg, or I may receive a little Dirtbird, and then these can be put onto their website using Web3 integration, which they have between the blockchain and their website. And then I can carry out or do certain tasks there, which enable me to potentially get more NFTs or get rewards, or for my dirt to become stronger, or whatever it might be. So that's another way of, creating artwork, which is cool, and then tying it into your utility. Third, we've got, the Playmates, who are probably one of the biggest projects on the Cardano blockchain. So as you can see here, they've gone for claymation. So they've animated it via clay, right? And they've had a lot of hype. Snoop Dogg has come on and bought some of their NFTs. But what they're doing is they not only are they developing really cool art, which takes a lot of time to make, because you're creating, this is handmade stuff which you're then taking pictures of and really fitting it into the blockchain and the metadata and so on. So not only are they doing that, but later on you can also get 3D versions of it. The longer you hold the NFT, there are more rewards in the NFT space. So that's another way to look at it. Then we've got the ADA Goats, who I really, really think are a cool project. And I think this goat sort of reminds me of myself when I was like 20 in university, because I'd always have a cap on, and the Aussie way is having the singlet shirt, and I'd be skateboarding. So this is like a skateboard goat, which is why I thought it was pretty cool and decided to buy it. So ADA Goats is doing a comic series. So your NFTs will feature in those comics. Again, that's linking the art to the utility. So that's how you look at it. Then Yumi Universe, another really big Cardano project, have just announced, I think yesterday, that they will be doing a play to earn game. So if you hold an NFT, you can then use it in the game and you can get rewards through that, rank up, get rewarded in their currency. So again, they're thinking of, yes, the art, but how you can do multiple other things with it. Think of the purpose. Always think of the purpose. That should be the first question on your mind. But this is not to disregard the fact that there are independent artists, so painters, designers, illustrators, who just want to sell their artwork on the blockchain, and that's also okay to do. There's nothing wrong in that. But if you're looking at a project of larger sizes, such as my own, then it's definitely about how you link it to the utility. Next up, obviously, you've got to figure out or determine, you've got your artwork set, you've got your utility, your roadmap set. Which blockchain are you going to go for? I'm only highlighting the three biggest three biggest NFT blockchains at the moment in terms of volume. So Ethereum, I'm sure everyone knows Ethereum, Solana and Cardano. Each of them have their benefits and downfalls. I think with Ethereum, gas prices, so transaction prices, can be significantly high, which in my opinion will often, let's say you are the average buyer, right? When I started off in this space, I was the average buyer. I could buy 1 or 2 NFTs, but the transaction costs were more than the NFT itself. And that's why it would only be valuable for you to invest in Ethereum if you can buy or mint 5 to 10 NFTs, where the cost is then split across those for the transactions. So, but on the flip side, Ethereum is far ahead of all the other blockchains. They've got really, really good smart contracts. The things you can do on Ethereum are second to none at the moment. So an up and down there. Solana, another very, very good blockchain. There's a lot you can do there, much like Ethereum. They're growing fast. Their prices are cheaper, but sometimes they have downtime and switch off for 24, 48, 72 hours. So, when they're working on the blockchain. So that's a pro and a con there. Cardano, obviously, I have a closeness to Cardano, naturally being the blockchain that ADA-Ninjaz is on. I love Cardano because, one, rather than using a proof of work concept, they use a proof of stake, which is essentially you don't need to use much energy to mint or to create blocks on the blockchain, And because of that, Cardano is very environmentally friendly. Second thing is, on Cardano, whether you're buying 1 NFT or you're buying 20, your transaction fees will always be very, very low. And by low, I don't just mean, maybe $10. We're talking $2. And you spend $2 on the blockchain, on the transaction for the blockchain, and then you're able to mint your NFT for however much it is. So that's another reason we opted for Cardano. I think Cardano, the community in the NFT space is awesome. Really, really close knit, really cool people. They're always helpful. Like if you come to our Discord or go to any other Discord server in the NFT space, you'll see how awesome the Cardano community is. So that's why we went for Cardano. I think someone asked the question while I was speaking about which blockchain should they choose. I don't think you need to limit yourself if you have the money. If you have the money, Ethereum's a great way to go about things. It's really, really expensive though. You would be spending at times $200 US dollars on the transaction fee and only $120 to buy one NFT. That's not something that happens on Solana and Cardano. So they give access to the average person and not the whale, as we call it in the crypto world, who has, bags of crypto to essentially spend. Research it, look at what you think suits you best, look at the kind of artwork, the utility, the projects that are out there. I can't say which one you should go for. I would say look at all of them, have a think about what you like, what you don't like about them, but I've given some pros and cons for each of them. So hopefully that helps. All right. And then the next step, which in my opinion, when building an NFT project, is probably the most ignored. So marketing and building your community. People often don't pay attention to this because they assume that, if we have good enough art, we have a really good project, we're going to sell out and we're going to do amazing things. Unfortunately, that was the case 6 to 7 months ago. It's not anymore. The space, as you all know, has boomed, and it's boomed so rapidly that if you're not presenting your project in a way where people go, wow, this is something I noticed, I want to check it out, it's not going to happen. Everyone will tell you, if you go Google, how do I promote my NFT? Oh, put it up on social media. Yeah, sure. But how, right? I mean, anyone can post on social media, but how do you build that momentum? So, Twitter is a mainstay. As you can see here, we've got the ADA-Ninjaz Twitter. It's a mainstay in the crypto and particularly NFT space. And I think what's most important is to have a content plan. So you're almost thinking what you need to post, when you need to post it, how you need to post it. Use hashtags, but use the hashtags based on the right timing. So try and determine what is best in terms of when your followers are online, when they aren't online. Go and engage with other projects. Go onto your Twitter and start talking to other projects within the NFT space and, engaging with them. That's really, really important. That will give you a lot of exposure. Don't spam. I highly suggest not spamming on other projects because eventually your Twitter account will start getting muted. And then, if you've got 500 followers, you've got to start again from scratch. Plus, you've lost that username. So it's got to be organic. It isn't easy. It takes a lot of work. The next thing, of course, is Discord, where your community is based. So our Discord has around about 10,000 members at the moment. And it wasn't always like that. When we launched our first season in October, in the build up to that, it was Tommy and I and our operations manager, EJ, the three of us essentially promoting the project on Discord. So going to other Discord platforms, going to other Discord servers and talking about our project in the specific channels so that it doesn't come across as spam. You don't want to spam, but there are dedicated channels for shillers where you can go and promote your project. So we were doing that manually, we had to keep promoting it, get people to notice it. And that was the only way for us to really grow the server. Eventually, People started coming in, they started promoting it, and we were able to grow. Third thing I would recommend doing, but it does cost a bit of money, is buying banner ads. So you go onto websites like in the Cardano space, there's a very popular website called OpenCNFT.com, where you can get a banner ad. You have to pay a fair bit of ADA to do this, but it will get you a lot of traction. And those banner ads make a difference, especially when you're building up to your NFT launch. What else is important, in my opinion? Twitter has spaces now, and there are a lot of Twitter spaces in the NFT world where you can go in, request, speak about stuff, post your own Twitter spaces, try and get in contact with YouTubers who are covering projects. A lot of them do it for free in exchange for an NFT, stuff like that. So that is really, really important. And I think marketing is something you need to pay a lot of attention to. Yep. I got everything here. Yes. Yep. Next step. Before that, I actually missed one thing, which I just remembered, is once you choose a blockchain that you're going to create your NFTs on, you still need to know somebody or have someone on your team who can build on that blockchain so they can program or do the coding. And each of these blockchains use different coding languages. So that's another factor to consider. Obviously, when you're looking at Ethereum, it's very, very easy for you to find someone who can program in the Solidity language, which is the language that builds the base fundamentals of Ethereum. Whereas, Cardano is growing rapidly, but it's still not as easy to find someone working in Plutus or Haskell. So that's something to consider as well, and is very, very important when you're making a decision of what blockchain you go down when creating a project. Selling your NFTs. So, now you have essentially created your artwork, figured out what your utility is, picked your blockchain, marketed it, built your community. Now you go to sell. You've talked to your community, you think they're ready, you think everyone's ready. You're doing a launch of, I don't know, let's say 1,000 NFTs. You think you have enough people who like the project to buy those. Go live and start minting your NFTs. I have two examples here. Both of them are Cardano NFT projects as well. One of them is Tavern Squad. So this is what their website looks like right now. You can go in there, you click buy, sort of like if you're familiar with how it works on Ethereum, you click buy, you get a pop-up with a wallet. You can have multiple Cardano wallets, whichever one you want to use, and boom, then your NFT will be sent to your wallet. Same thing on this side, which is Occult Archives. Interesting thing about this project is it's on Cardano and it's run by Billy Martin, who is the guitarist of Good Charlotte. So if you've ever listened to that band, this is one of their guys' projects, and it's really cool. I actually minted 2 of them today because I like what they're doing. But when it comes to minting and selling your NFTs, this is a very stressful time. There's so many factors involved. Is the blockchain going to run smoothly? Do you have insane demand? What if something goes wrong on the mint? It's mint day. Everyone's under pressure. The community is out and about saying, you got to do this. Nah, this isn't working. This is working. So it gets really, really stressful. But at the same time, at the end of it, when you're able to sell out, when you're able to sell a significant bunch, there's your reward, right? There's your motivation. So I think that's the second last step. You sell out, everything's good, but the journey doesn't end there, because the next thing is to deliver on your promises. Like I said at the start, you created a utility, you came up with roadmap, you came up with an idea. This picture here is of Chilled Kongs, which is another popular project in Cardano. And essentially, they're focused on 3 things: community growth, donations, royalties. And that's what they're working towards. And they've built and continue to build their project in accordance with that, even though they sold out a couple of months ago. So it doesn't matter, essentially, what you've promised, if those promises are realistic, you need to deliver them. And just recently, as an example, we launched a 33-page white paper a couple of days ago. Here, the Ninja Scroll, as you can see. And this outlines everything that we will be doing in the next 6 months to a year. So I will talk about ADA-Ninjaz later. But for now, this is the idea that, you've made a promise on your roadmap. So get on to delivering it, talk to your community, be transparent with them, ask them for their feedback and make it happen. And this is, in a nutshell, the journey of creating an NFT business, as I like to call it, and continuing to grow it. And then you repeat and recycle when you're doing your second launch. If you're doing another launch, maybe you don't want to do other launches, you're focused on other things. So there are a lot of moving parts in it, but I think as you keep researching it, try to understand it, it'll be worth your while if you decide to go down this path. And my cat is meowing again, so I apologize, but he wants to play. Anyway, coming to the next section of this presentation, security risks and threats in NFTs. I think there's a huge misconception, which to an extent is justified, that the NFT space is all about scams. Unfortunately, due to some bad actors, this is the case. However, it isn't always the case. And I'll tell you why, basically. There's so many projects in cryptocurrency, in NFTs that essentially are scams, right? You don't know who made them. You don't know who's on the team. They haven't revealed their identities. They haven't made any big promises. Maybe they're copying art. Maybe they're stealing art from other places. And that's a risk. It's the same with crypto. Everyone's seen the famous, you see the line, the essentially the graph of the cryptocurrency going up, and then as it goes, pumps upwards, and upwards, and then you see a big dump, and everything's gone, and then everyone's like rug pull, blah blah blah. So yes, that is a realistic thing. In almost across the whole world at this point, legislation has not caught up with where crypto and NFTs are. And until it does catch up with it, until this is considered legally as financial fraud, where people are trying to scam you, trying to rug pull you, people will continue to do this. What is a rug pull, in case you don't know? Essentially, it's a project promising a lot of things. And once it accumulates a sufficient amount of money from selling off its NFT or its cryptocurrency, it says bye-bye and disappears. So that's why, again, it's integral that, you research the team, see if they have revealed their identities. This makes them more trustworthy because they're coming out, giving their real name, showing their faces. Maybe even in our case, people know that we're a registered business in Australia. Our names, everything about us. We're very, very transparent. And then the last thing is, are they copying art or music? I personally think very, very quickly, now that we see a lot of projects initiating from big corporate organizations. So Adidas did a drop on Ethereum. We still see other projects which have IP from Marvel or from DC or Disney, Star Wars, stuff like that. And that's a problem which will be caught up with eventually. So the art should be original. That's also important. And then lastly, I just want to talk very quickly and briefly about how wallets can be hacked. Firstly, I think what's most important is if you have cryptocurrency, move it to a specific wallet. Don't keep it on a marketplace. Don't keep it on an exchange, because an exchange is a center point where your money is going to and it's held there. Yeah, maybe, for example, Binance or crypto.com are so secure and they're not going to get hacked, but it can happen. And if it happens, you could potentially lose all your money. So get a separate wallet, get something like MetaMask on Ethereum or CC Vault on Cardano, and put your cryptocurrency there, because that way it's secure. And if you are starting off, that's sufficient enough to get a get a light wallet. But eventually, once you have bigger bags, as they call it, of a cryptocurrency, you may even consider getting something like a ledger, which is an added layer to your wallet to give you an extra mechanism for security. And always keep an eye out, I guess, on what is in your wallet once you have that wallet. If you see random NFTs that you've never heard of, if no other project has promised you like an airdrop of those NFTs, or you see some cryptocurrency appearing out of thin air, it's probably too good to be true. Someone may be trying a dusting attack on your wallet. So my suggestion is take all your NFTs, your cryptocurrency that you bought, and move it to another wallet. Forget about the wallet where people tried to hack you or do a dusting attack. Those are the key things I think to take away and consider within this space. Always ask the right questions and make sure that the people who you are investing in are real, are legit, the community is legit, the project is legit. They are, because at the end of the day, this is your hard-earned money. And I think I'll wrap it up there. But lastly, thank you for letting me speak about ADA-Ninjaz as well, guys. Very quickly, I'll keep this short and brief. As you can see here at the bottom, this is the ones 1, 3, 5, and 7 are from season 1. And then 2, 4, did I get that right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes. Are from season 2, which is launching on the 4th of February in a couple of weeks. So essentially, what is ADA-Ninjaz? Multimedia entertainment company that includes elements of NFTs, manga, music, and gamification of all of this. And our vision has always been to be a world-leading multimedia and entertainment company. And what we hope to achieve by doing this is to really bring community-driven manga to the front. So what our NFTs allow you to do is, if you hold an ADA-Ninjaz NFT, you get to vote on where the story in the manga is going to go, and we create it for you a week or 2 weeks later. So that happens right now. That is happening at this very moment. An interesting fact for all of you, because you're all, most of you are based in India, I guess, is that our NFT designer, so the man behind all of these, is actually from India as well. He has chosen not to reveal his identity for personal reasons, but yeah, he's based in India and he does a fantastic job. What do? We have 3 core products within ADA-Ninjaz. We've got our NFTs, obviously. We've got our manga comic and an eventual anime. And we are doing this through that community drive and, holding community-driven events. So lots of stuff happens within our server. People go in and vote and make decisions, and that impacts the story. You can then read the story on our website in manga format. We've got about 60 pages now, and we aim to hit about 500 pages 6 months from now. So that's where we're going. Coming to our team, it started off with Tommy and I, and now we've got 35 people on our team across 12 different countries. So, of course, myself, excuse me, being in Australia, and then we've got people in the Philippines, in India, in Pakistan, in Indonesia, in Europe, in a bunch of countries in Europe, in the US. Maybe I'm missing a couple of countries there, Kenya. And everyone's working on a bunch of different things, right? We've got 3 story writers, 3 manga illustrators, an NFT illustrator, another illustrator. We've got 4 people on the marketing team. We've got a head creative story writer, so the chief creative officer, Ignacio, who sort of manages the whole story front, people who run the Discord, all of that stuff. And, September 2021, this was 3 people. So, it's gone a lot further. Community is super important to us. 23,000 people across Twitter, Discord, Instagram, do incredible work. If you hold a Ninja, you get to vote on how our music is produced. So I'll come to that in a second, but write music lyrics. If you win, your lyrics will be in our music. I think most recently the community voted on which beat to be used in the music. And the one that won is being produced right now. So that's an example. Another thing is some of this artwork, like I believe this weapon here was voted on by the community. I might be wrong, but quite a few weapons, the designs of the NFT were suggested by the community, and they were brought on then through the artwork. So community is integral to us, and it's incredible to see how supportive they are of us and what they help us achieve. Lastly, wrapping up. Yeah, what are we? 3 things. Manga. So as I mentioned, we've got about 65 pages, which you can read on our website right now. Voted on by the community. They drive the story of it. We have a 1v1 8-bit fighter game coming up, where essentially if you hold a ninja, you can play this game here eventually. It's not out yet, but we will be testing it soon. And that results in rewards like getting NFTs, getting merch from us, getting other stuff. So the game is the second thing. And then the third thing that we're working on is our music. So we have a whole music album coming out. We've already launched the first single called Another Day, Another Night. It's on Spotify, and I think we just surpassed 100,000 streams. And half of the lyrics of the whole song were picked from within the community. So they helped us decide that. Now, what the goal is to integrate all of this, and that's what we're making happen at this point. So the reason we have a big team is because we've got multiple parts moving at one time or another, and essentially everyone is working on different elements, with myself and my business partner, Tommy, running it all from the top. And that is essentially what we are at ADA-Ninjaz. I think I've taken up a lot of time, so I want to get some questions in. I'd really enjoy hearing what you have to say and what you'd like to ask me. Thank you so much. And shout out to Anisha, Abrar, and Satyam for obviously bringing me on, and the rest of the Spectrum guys. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really enlightening. But before we move on to the questions, I would like you to please introduce your guests to us, because Satyam was saying that we'll be having some guests of yours. So if you could please introduce them, we would be very glad.
Oh, I actually am not sure, because the team sent this Google Meet link out to the whole community. So I guess there are people from around who have showed up. Maybe they haven't. I'm actually not sure who's here. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really had a look, but I'm sure there's a few people here from around. But if not, that's fine as well. There's so many people here. It's really exciting.
Okay.
So I will go with the first question. So before coming to NFT part, I have this question on the design. Okay, when we come to cartoon illustration, there are very, very different schemes. There is the manga scheme or Japanese cartoon scheme that you are currently doing. When you go to America, there is different comic scheme. When you come to India, there is different scheme. There is a Tom and Jerry scheme. There is a BoJack Horse scheme. And when we go to the cartoons, there are specialities. Some is ruling over someone. But when we go to still illustration, each and every community is doing that work to that perfection. So why would you choose anime scheme over everything?
Yeah, look, that's a really good question, Abrar. I think in our case, we are a manga anime project, right? On the Cardano blockchain, but now we've branched out to becoming a multimedia business essentially, and that's what our focus is. So for us, it was always about finding, bringing on board the right artists to help us achieve that goal, and it really would depend on what you're looking to do with the NFTs. It could be that you just want to make profile picture NFTs, right? Like Bored Ape Yacht Club. Then it's a different. You may go for a different art style. For us, each you can see in our season 1 and our season 2, they're both manga art styles, anime art styles, but they're really different. It's the same artist, but they're really different, and we want to showcase what different styles exist within manga and anime, and that's why we went for that style. And because we always knew that we're going to create a manga, and we still intend on making this into an anime, what I can, or in fact all I can say on this front is we are talking to contacts in big animation studios at the moment to make this happen 6 months to a year down the line, and that's what they want to see, and that's what we wanted to build, which is why we sort of came to this decision. But you like I showed you other projects. There's clay mates, who've done the whole clay thing. You've got other like animal projects as well. So it's really up to what you're looking to create.
So when it comes to Spectrum, we all are anime weebs. So we would be glad to have the first copy with us.
Yes,
the first stream with us.
Well, you can always check out the manga on our website. It's already live. We've got our music video for our song coming out very soon as well, in the next few weeks. So that's another exciting thing, which will be an animated video. So yeah, good to know. I think the right people found me on LinkedIn.
Absolutely. So we are very excited for the music video, and we would definitely watch it.
Actually, me and Anisha, we both share this anime titles. Who is watching
Yeah,
what? Who is watching what? So
that's
Anisha,
awesome.
so we also have good designers who do this illustrations. So it's a simple question. It's a consensus, everyone's question, common question, that if we try to contribute in your manga, what will be the process and what's the steps?
Well, look, I mean, if you are a manga artist of any sort, get in touch with us, and we can have a call, and we can see if there is any availability in our team, because we're always looking to expand. We are expanding our manga team very soon as well. So now's a good time to sort of get in touch with us on Twitter or Discord, or even email us. But I would say Twitter and Discord is a faster response. And we can set something up and have a discussion and see if there is a good fit. We're always open to that kind of thing. So if you guys, there are people here who, want to come and be a part of creating this manga, we can definitely look into it.
That's a good news. That's absolutely a good news.
All the designers who are present right now in the meet, buckle up. You guys can have an opportunity to work with Zushan sir. So
we can move to some questions in the chat.
Yeah, we can.
Sure.
I think you have answered the question about the criteria for picking up a chain. So would you like to give the clarity on that?
Look, I think, like I said, you just have to determine what works best for you. I gave a bunch of pros and cons. Cardano is still super young. Things aren't as simple there as they are in Ethereum, but Ethereum makes things super easy, but it's really expensive. Gas fees, transaction fees are through the roof. Cardano, it's really, really low. Solana gas fees are really, really low. It's very easy to buy on low price in Solana and get good artwork, but sometimes the whole blockchain shuts down. So that's a problem. So those are the things you need to look at when making that determination. I have a bias, I'm on Cardano I will say come to Cardano, but giving you a very as unbiased of a view as I can, I would say look into the pros and cons of each and see what suits you best.
Yes. And when we come to gas fees, what will you say on Polygon?
On Polygon, I'm actually not that well versed with Polygon. I know that it's an Indian cryptocurrency and blockchain, and I know they're doing some good work. I think there are NFTs on Polygon now as well, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Look, I know of Polygon from the yield farming days when they had these crazy crypto yield farms with like 10,000% returns, and then everything tanked. A lot of people, but I don't actually know what are gas fees like on Polygon.
That is nil. Actually, that's zero.
Zero.
Yeah, right. Okay, so on Cardano, it's like 16 ADA. So you're talking like 0.16 ADA. Sorry, so you're talking about like 15, 16 cents.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think, all the ones following Ethereum are able to achieve this, right? Because they've built on top of what Ethereum came up with initially.
So
Okay.
the next question is, should we put popularity first when selecting a chain, or should we put the environmental concern first?
That's up to you. I can't tell you what decision you should make on that front. It depends what your convictions are, what your values are, whether you think having an environmentally friendly blockchain is important or not. I personally do. I think that climate change is a problem, and cryptocurrencies often do contribute significantly to that. And if there is an alternative that works, isn't so significantly difficult that the learning curve will take you weeks, then why not? So that's my belief. For you, you have to see what works best for you. Again, I can't give you a solution to that. That's something for whoever asked that question. You got to think about it.
You have to make this balance. Which side you want to take?
Yeah.
Or just wait for Ethereum 2.2 to come in the market.
Okay, sir. The next question we have is, what should be the first step to create a NFT community?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I really like that question. Look, you need, first and foremost, you need a central platform, which is Discord. Naturally, because NFT people within NFTs understand Discord. And what that means is, you make a Discord server. If you don't know how to make one, watch some videos, but I would always recommend bringing someone on who specializes in building Discord bots, setting up the server, that kind of thing. And you can learn on the side, but you don't want to spend your time doing something that you could potentially bring someone on to do. Once you've got a good server set up, it's what I mentioned when I was presenting is, you got to shill your project without making it spam. So don't go on like, Bored Ape Yacht Club talking about their tweet, and then you're commenting on the tweet with check out my project, right? that is never a good idea. That never works, and eventually you'll be marked down for spam. So, but what you could do is you could go from your account and try to interact with other projects, with other people on Twitter. In Discord, you can go in as the founder of your project to other projects and just talk to them. You may have a profile picture of your artwork. You will have, in your username, your project name is there, and someone might go, hey, what is that picture? That's cool. And let me DM you about it and tell you about it. So it's that organic sort of growth thing. And once people start coming in, it's like a chain reaction, right? They'll start telling their friends who will tell their friends and so on, and more people will come in. Once you have the community, though, you got to make your Discord fun for them. So if you go into our Discord, for example, what we've done is if you hold an NFT, we have an in Discord currency game where you can go and hit a few commands, and essentially you can earn coins. and then you can play blackjack with these coins there. It's all artificial. You can play blackjack with these coins, or you can do like other random things. And eventually what happens is you can use these coins to like get an NFT from us, get like merchandise from us or something else. So that's like a fun thing, which has been super successful. People love it. Every week, what we do in our Discord server for holders of NFTs is we do a live. So Anisha, Abra, are you guys familiar with the show Black Mirror on Netflix?
Yes.
And
Yes, sir.
they had an interactive game called Bandersnatch or Balderdash or something like that. I don't know if you remember, where you click and then the story goes in that decision.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we do, right? But we also do that with our manga, but we also do that weekly in this game inspired by Dungeons and Dragons called Districts and Duels. And for 1 hour, our community comes together on our Discord. 6 people from our team come in from the story team, and they say, okay, this is what's happened today. What is the next decision you will take as a community? You have 2 minutes in your clan. So we've got 3 clans in ADA-Ninjaz. People come into our server, pick their clan, and then they have to work together to come up with a decision. So that's another thing where the community is just like, whoa, this is so cool. We want to be a part of this. So they're hyped for it. We do quizzes, we do trivia. We have a community member who does a ninja samurai trivia every week, So, and for competing in that, people get rewards. It might be coins, it might be a raffle for an NFT, and so on. So you got to keep coming up with these ideas to keep engaging the community.
That's a great
idea. Like, it's so engaging. Like, people will also be having fun while even working simultaneously.
And I think by tonight, everyone is joining your Discord, sir.
We are surely joining it, Abrar. I think you feel the same thing, right?
Here, I have a question. I asked a question. I got a question. So you told us 3 steps. First, you are doing, so you choose what the best you do. Then you take that to your community. Then you return what you have promised. So in your case, that was like your company were good at doing some anime figures, manga figures. Then you got then you got your community. Now in return, you are doing the best you can generate in the manga field. Is it correct?
Yeah, sort of. So look, promise what you can deliver, right? We haven't promised that the anime is coming tomorrow, right? That's the long play. But we believe, and our community also believes in us in working towards that goal. And what we did after our first launch, which was in October, was to bring the right team members on. On our music front, we work with Mirai Music Productions, who are a music company based in LA. So they produce all the music. They bring the artists on board. They write the lyrics, all of that. On the manga front, we've got Artie, who is based in the Philippines, who's quite a renowned manga artist over there. He does a lot of comic cons and stuff. So now he works for us full time. We've got a couple of people working with him. We've of course got our chief creative officer, Ignacio, who comes from a background in film and film writing and production. So we wanted to bring the right people on. We got the right people. We were then able to deliver. We do 15 pages of manga every week. We are producing that. The community will vote on the story in those games. The outcome of that will then be shown within the manga. And you get to see that 2 weeks later and be like, whoa, imagine if you are a Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, Death Note, whatever it is, fan, and you got to pick what Luffy, Goku, Naruto, or any of these characters, Ichigo, got to do in the manga and the anime. That's essentially what we're doing. And it's, and it's happening at this moment. So it's really, really fun.
It is a dream.
Yeah, that's
It is a
actually a
dream.
dream.
When we can decide what's going to happen with our favorite character, it's a dream.
Yeah, that's what I wanted as a kid, right? So here I am trying to make it happen now.
Okay.
Okay, so the next question we have is, where do you get your inspiration to create these NFTs?
Yeah, look, I think the inspiration very much came from what I was just touching on, that when I was a kid, I was watching and reading Naruto, when I was 13, 14 years old. I started watching Naruto, watched every episode every week. The same with One Piece, the same with Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, and Pokemon when I was even younger. And these were the coolest things for me, right? And we wanted to make something similar, but saw the potential of the NFT space and going into the world of NFTs and the blockchain and so on. So how do you bring that all together? And that's where the idea came from,
Okay. So yes,
Okay.
that's totally relatable. The next
Yes.
question is, when the crypto market is up, the NFT market is down and vice versa. So is this the perfect time to invest in NFT market as the crypto is in a bit of a dip?
Look, I can't say when is or isn't a perfect time because I'm not an expert investor, right? I'm definitely not an expert investor. I don't do day trading. I don't look at the market every hour. I look at it once or twice a day. So I can't give advice on whether it's the right time or the wrong time. With NFTs, obviously, with the market being down, NFTs are cheaper right now. So like I said, I minted like 4 or 5 NFTs over the last 2 days, because the price is lower than it would have been 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, or even a week ago, right? So that's how I look at it. And that's how essentially, you should consider it.
The next question up is actually what happened with one of my friend today. It just happened today. So yesterday night, me, Anisha, and my friend Satvik here, and also Satyam, we four were sitting over Discord, and we were just looking over free NFT over Twitter.
Free NFT
Just
giveaways, yeah.
in giveaways in Twitter. So we got some links, and we filled that. We gave our address in it, and eventually one came to Satvik, and it was found next that the artwork that was in giveaway was a duplicate copy of the original one. So this happened to us. So how can we avoid that? How do we know that there's tons of NFT there? How do we avoid this getting a duplicate copy?
Yeah, look, you need to check on Ethereum. You need to make sure that it's a verified project. On Cardano, it's a lot easier to do because there's something that you call a policy ID. You can put that policy ID up onto a specific website called pool.pm or even on a secondary marketplace. And if that is a legitimate policy ID, it will not say copy under the NFT. If it is, it'll say copy under the NFT. So, but again, how you determine that before actually getting the NFT, I think it's what I talked about in that, look at the team, look at the community, see whether they're legit. Why are they doing this giveaway? Have they got a drop coming up? Are they just messing around? What is the purpose of it?
All right. Okay. I got that.
We'll be careful next time, Abrar, when we're surfing. Yeah.
So
Okay, so
what ended up happening with the NFT that the copy NFT that you received?
Satvik still have it in his profile. That's
yeah,
it.
he still has it.
Okay.
Okay, the next question we have is, can we use NFT along with physical products or commodities as a marketing strategy? Will it be viable and legal?
Yeah, look, I mean, it depends on what your NFT is what you're looking to achieve with your project, right? So we have digital manga, which we're going to make into physical manga. There are projects that, send you physical posters of their NFTs if you hold the NFT on the blockchain. So that can definitely be done. I think another thing is, for example, there's a project in Cardano called NFT Link, and what they actually do is you receive a physical product. So it could be merchandise, it could be your manga, and you can QR code scan it, and it shows you a certificate of authenticity that this physical product is linked to that specific NFT, and hence the person who holds who has that jacket or that manga also has that NFT. So that's a way to track it. And okay, this is legit. This is real. So if you are going down that route, yes, it is. It's definitely legal if you do it the right way. But I think the question is, you also have to look at what is the capability of the blockchain at that point in time, and if it's you can't, for example, sell NFTs and say, you buy this NFT in 5 years, you'll get a house, like something like ridiculous physical asset promises are not something that are doable yet. Eventually, yeah, probably, most definitely, once there's wider adoption of the blockchain, that will happen inevitably. But at the moment, yes, steer clear of people promising you 10 PS5s for every 1,000 NFTs they sell. I try to keep a distance from that kind of thing.
Okay. And okay, the next question we have is, what happens when every Bitcoin gets mined? We know NFTs aren't based on Bitcoin, but Bitcoin being the first mover into blockchain, will this be a bad news for every crypto out there? Sorry for the noise disturbance.
That's right. Yeah, look, I mean, we do know that Bitcoin impacts all other cryptocurrencies, right, as a whole. We can see that all market trends tell you that. I can't say whether Bitcoin will always be a first mover. It will always be the first mover, but will it always be the leading cryptocurrency? Who knows 10 years from now, because Bitcoin is limited when it comes to things like smart contracts and all the dApps and stuff like that. So maybe not, but it's definitely got its place there. I'm not sure what you mean by bad news for every crypto, but I don't think it matters. Like, if NFTs are based on separate blockchains, that doesn't really matter. I think everyone knows that, Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency and that's all that it can do. It's the first one. And now you have NFTs like that, right? You've got CryptoPunks in Ethereum who are just like the first. In Cardano, you've got Space Buds who are the first, right? So that's essentially their whole purpose, and that's okay. And they could be a value asset where you just store some of your crypto. That's what some of these NFTs are for, and Bitcoin is like that as well.
Actually, I would like to give that follow-up question. What Satvik actually meant here is that we know there is some N Bitcoins there in somewhere. So, and people are trying it day and night to find the total. So what happens, because Bitcoin was the first who got everything famous. So what happens when all the Bitcoins have mined? Will that be affecting other blockchains?
Yeah, look, absolutely. We know how Bitcoin impacts other blockchains already, right? So anything of that sort, if we get to that point, when we get to that point, it will impact other blockchains. But who knows? At the same time, maybe we'll all be, you guys will no longer be like, this costs 2,000 Indian rupees, and I won't say this costs 100 Australian dollars, but we'll be like, I bought that for 5 Satoshis, right? So who knows? Who knows where this world goes? It's changing so rapidly, evolving every day. You can only speculate.
Yes. it's just a speculation. In the chat box, I think we have Ashwad Arandas who have actually gone through all of your manga. So it's a shout out to him.
Thank you. Yeah.
The next is the same question by Ashwad itself. With most NFT having high floor price, should we go into cheaper options? Being a student with not so lot of money, what's the better option?
Yeah, look, that's a really good question. I think the good thing right now, because the market is obviously down, is that NFTs at mint will be quite cheap. The best way to get into buying NFTs, obviously, if you don't have too much capital to invest, is to try and get the mints happening. Get into those mints, make sure you're able to mint one, go and get that whitelist, whatever they require for a whitelist. I don't believe in invite competitions on Discord for whitelists. If you are familiar with the NFT space, you would know, like, if you invite 10 people to a Discord, you'll get a whitelist. We've never done that because our community didn't want that. And we wanted to bring people in who are genuinely interested rather than anybody. So that's how we went about it. But participate in the giveaways, try and get into the whitelist, try and mint an NFT. Who knows, you may mint one NFT, which you can then end up selling, which will let you buy 15 NFTs, right? So it's just about that. It's just about getting that one right mint, keeping an eye out on how the project's floor is going, what's going on that side of the world, what's happening in the market. Should you buy, should you sell? So determining that. For me, I think for students, Cardano is a great starting point. So many NFT projects, costs, mints are usually quite cheap compared to Ethereum. So I think, a starting average mint at the moment is about 40 ADA at the moment. So that's about, 45 USD compared to Ethereum, where it's like, 0.03 ETH or even 0.04 ETH. And in Sol, where, you're still paying, I think, about 150 USD or whatever it is for a mint. So Cardano is quite cheap in that context. And again, we talked about gas fees. In Cardano, we call it dust because it's nothing. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
It should. Yes, it is. It has answered. We have actually Levi Tran, I guess I'm spelling right, is one of from Ninja's community. Welcome aboard. I think we can call you Captain Levi.
Yes. Levi is one of our big Ninjas whales, and very active community member of ours. Wow. Shout out to you, Levi. Good to see you here, mate. Yeah, look, like Levi said, our community is super welcoming. Come by our Discord, verify, get into the chat, and people will talk to you and welcome you. And I'm always around. I'm always talking to the community as well. So you'll see me. Yeah.
Okay. We have questions. One by Adyasha, I guess, here.
Yeah, we have one there. The question is, can we create fan art and sell it as an NFT?
Look, if you're using the IP of another project and then making, or of another, of essentially, you're using someone else's IP and then you're making a profit out of it, that's illegal. So let's say I made, an NFT of Naruto or Ichigo or whatever, and I made it in a completely different style, and then I sold it. Technically, I used the IP of Naruto and sold that, so the profit doesn't belong to me in a way. What you can do with your fan art, though, and sorry, this is a bit of a self plug here, is if you do ADA-Ninjaz fan art, we will, and if we like the fan art, we will mint the fan art and send it to you for free. So
that's it. We need that.
Wow.
It's an open
so that's
announcement to
something.
everyone here. We all need
That's
to do fan art for
amazing. Like,
ninjas.
we need to do that. Okay. We have another question by why some NFTs are have a sudden jump in price even if they're not in hype. Like previously they're not in hype, but then they have suddenly their prices have increased. Why does that happen?
Yeah, look, I mean, certain projects will deliver some sort of capability. Maybe they'll just stick with what they're trying to achieve, what they're trying to do. People will then believe in it. Maybe they'll get some shout outs from people. They'll drop a white paper, whatever it might be. They'll release a new set of NFTs which people like, and that's essentially how the hype is regenerated. So it could be a number of reasons. It isn't like you won't like, NFTs won't always be up here. Sometimes they go down and come up, and that's fine.
Okay. Abra, do we have any other questions? If you have one.
There is a lot of discussion between Ashirvad and Levi as
Yeah.
of now.
Yeah.
Okay. Ashirvad is really excited about season 2. Okay.
Oh yeah, sure. So look, our season 2 process is we're launching on the 4th of February, which is couple of weeks away. And how it works is if you hold a season 1, you can access to mint season 2. Then whatever remains goes into a public sale. And then that's your free for all, no holds bar. If you can get it, you get it. But if you hold a season 1, you're guaranteed to get a season 2. And that's essentially the process. You obviously need to have a Cardano wallet, need to be able to hold, need to have a Ninja, at least one. We will be announcing more information on our season 2 drop by the end of this week. So we'll have the mint price officially announced, how the process of purchasing and minting and all of that, everything will work. So stay tuned for that as well. I see you also. I saw Ashirvad also ask about should we wait for season 3 before plunging into it? The sooner you get in, the better, mate. Like obviously, because you just look at it from, even if you're just looking at it from a buying and selling perspective. If I was going into another project and they had a supply of 8,000 and then it became 16, I'm the original 8, but now I'm only buying when there's 16, right? So it's better to get in sooner. If you have a season 1, you have more perks and benefits than you do season 2 in the long run. So we're working on a lot of these things as well. Obviously, if you hold all 3, that will also do something later on, which we can't reveal just yet, but there is mention of it in our white paper called The Great Ninjas Burn. So you can read about that as well over there. But yeah, look, I always say, like, try get into a project sooner rather than later, before things blow up further and further.
There is a big announcement down the weekend. We are going to get a new season in February 4th.
Yes, Ashirvad needs to keep an eye out on all the updates.
We all should keep that.
Yeah.
I think that was. I also remembered that we are doing a Ninjas giveaway, right, for all the students. Because that's what I spoke to Satyam about. So yeah, that'll be cool. Whoever wins, just connect them to me, and who knows, maybe you just get season 2 access like that, Ashirvad, if you win. Who knows?
Oh God.
Oh God, that's like.
Okay, we cannot explain in words. Now we cannot explain in words.
Short of words.
Now, when indeed you talked about giveaway, so we have one in our pocket too. So I think we are done with the questions. I think all questions have been answered.
We don't have any other questions. If you guys have any other questions, you can drop it in the chat right now.
Okay. Meanwhile, I think Satvik, please get ready because it's your time. It's now time when we start the news of our giveaway.
Yeah, and you can tell Sir about your fake NFT, what you did with it.
We'll surely do that. Thanks, Abrar and Anisha. And thank you, Zushan sir, for giving us this opportunity to host you, actually. And I can believe like we are carrying so much of knowledge back from like 6 to 7, 18. We have a like plethora of knowledge with us that we didn't have back up 1 hour. And thanks again for giving the opportunity to the designers of Spectrum to be part of the project. Apart from that, I would like to be like ensure if there are some positions open for people out there, like any designers, that would be great for us to join you and work for ADA-Ninjaz. That's really a great opportunity for us. Now about that fake NFT thing. So you must be knowing about that Azuki community of NFT. So yeah, so what happened is that yesterday while going through the giveaways, I just signed in for one without checking the community and all. That was another fake Azuki one, which more and another I in it. It is Azuki with a double I, and they gave me the NFT. Later I realized that Azuki is a very bigger community. This community has just copied the art and minted an NFT out of it, 50 copies or so, and they're just giving the giveaway. It's a bad luck. I have hidden it in my profile in OpenSea. Don't we want it to get out any day? Because obviously the owners are the right people to hold it. And again, on the thank you.
Right.
Yes. And
thanks for having me, mate. Yeah.
It's an opportunity for us. We feel blessed that we have you with us. Now, sir, about your giveaways, I think we can collect the attendance from this meet and do the raffle one. And we could give you the lucky winner, or you could give you the attendance and you could do that raffle one and decide the lucky winner out of them. And if any two of this is possible and works for you.
Yeah, look, let's keep it exclusive to obviously you guys and whoever attended and however you want to do it. And I'm happy if you guys want to pick a winner and just link them up with me, and then I'll get the team to get them their ninja. So it should be good.
Yes, we will obviously do lucky draw for that purpose. Or if you want to see that process, you can have the attendance and you could do the lucky draw. Anything works for us. Maybe Satyam can have a chat about that thing.
Yeah. I trust you guys. That's fine. Go ahead. It's okay.
No,
if it's one of you four though, then I'm gonna be like, oh, well.
We can be lucky too. So,
yes, sir. We can be lucky too.
And it is an opportunity for us to have a ADA-Ninjaz copy. I was going to purchase that.
Sure. Sounds good. Hey, Satyam, good to finally meet. We've been talking for so long.
Good evening, sir. So good night for you. It is good evening. Good evening for us.
Absolutely.
Okay, Satyam will look over into that process of that lucky draw winner. Talking about our surprise giveaway, we had announced a surprise for everyone. These guys must be remembering the fact that I had a poster that a surprise for you. So the surprise is that Spectrum, on behalf of itself, is giving a free NFT to each and every one of you. Yes, you heard me right. Everyone right now in the meet is going to get their first free NFT. And for that, obviously, you have to follow some procedure. I would like Abrar and Satyam to drop the Google form link in the chat. Yes, you're obviously getting this for free, no charges, nothing. Spectrum is giving you a free NFT now. All you have to do is follow the procedure perfectly mentioned in the form. Yes, Asibad is asking about the Discord link of ADA-Ninjaz. Zushan sir, is it fine if we give the Discord link of ADA-Ninjaz to people?
Of course. I can share it here as well.
Okay, so we will share it by the meeting. And talking about that giveaway, all you have to do is fill up the Google form over here in the perfect procedure as is mentioned. We will send you the NFT within a week or so. The transfer takes some time. We have to sort it out. How many people really attended the meet? We have to see the attendance and the RSVP. And then we will send the NFT to each one of you. Basically, the process is quite simple. You just have to go and open your MetaMask account. Then go in the chainlist.com and add Polygon mainnet to your account. We are using Polygon mainnet because, again, the transfer is gas free. We want that. Don't add any hassle for the club or yourself. Then next, go to OpenSea, link your wallet. Voila, you are done. Give us your ETH address and we will send you the free NFT, your first free NFT. So guys, go to the Google form, fill it up. And again, a disclaimer for you. If you're sharing the Google form with someone else, you are the one who is in the loose because it is limited. See, the NFTs are limited. We will not be sharing it with everyone else. We will obviously be checking the attendance and all other things. There is different formalities for that. So please keep it with yourself. Fill it yourself. Get your first NFT for free and enjoy. That's all. If you have any doubt about that, you can ping it after the meet. Satyam, over to you. Could you please go with the vote of thanks?
Thank you,
Actually,
Satvik.
Satyam, I'd like to pause you there because we have one last question waiting for Zushan, sir. Sir, the question is, do you see a future where crypto replaces cash as a currency?
Oh, who does, we all hope for it, right?
That's a simple yes, I think.
We'd all like that, wouldn't we? Look, it's inevitable that it will it is starting to receive mainstream adoption, and that will continue to grow. The question is, will governments create their own cryptocurrencies, which is already happening as well? Will there be a centralized one? Probably not. I don't think so. Different NFTs are pushing in different countries. Like Polygon's obviously got a very good hold in India. Cardano's pushing a lot in Africa. So there's a lot of that essentially, and I think it will get there, but how it gets there and what it looks like is the question.
Actually, yes. It will be awesome if we get that in shape of Bitcoin, that circular, with that circuit design and everything. Okay, then we are actually done with all the questions. Yes, over to you, Satyam.
So thank you so much, Zushan sir, for your wonderful insights about NFTs. I'm sure that our students would really try to create and sell NFTs in future. And we are grateful to you that you took some time out of your schedule to come and interact with us. It has been an enlightening session, and your decision to come at 11:30 p.m. Australian time in order to match with our schedule is really inspiring. It was an absolute honor, sir. We are sure that ADA-Ninjaz is going to reach the greatest heights in future. And also, sir, wish you and your family a very happy Australian Day, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Yes, it is Australia Day now. Yeah, thanks. Thank you guys and Satyam especially for the back and forths, because obviously I was traveling in multiple countries and we weren't getting the timing aligned. I hadn't seen my family in over 2 years because our borders were closed. And I'm happy that I got you were patient enough with me to make this happen, because we've been talking for a while. So I'm really, really glad to have spoken to everyone. And for everybody, feel free to shoot me a message on LinkedIn as well. That's where Satyam found me from. And that's where we connected. If you have any questions, I'll try my best to get back to you soon. Yes. But if I don't right away, don't think that I'm ignoring you. We'll get there. As Satyam knows very well. Yes. But thank you guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I wish you guys all the best. You're doing some awesome work. Keep at it. I think it's really, really important that, this sort of stuff is talked about and is shared within academia and universities and students, because you guys are essentially the future. This is the kind of thing that you can push forward and really bring forth into the mainstream. So keep doing what you're doing. It's fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. And we also say, whenever we were promoting this, the NFT is the new normal. So you don't want to miss up with this. You don't want to miss this. Just cannot miss this.
Exactly. It's the .com boom of our generation, right? So let's make the most of it. Yeah.
So on a personal note, I think can we look at both of our cats together? I'm a cat lover, so
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Can
I think they are asleep now because they've gone in. It is late.
okay.
Yeah, if they're not in the living room, that usually means they've gone to bed at this time. So
It's already
I
late.
apologize.
it's
But
already too
we
late.
have a pet channel in our Discord where I do share pictures of both the cats. So yeah, there you go.
Another
We have got
reason to
hundreds of
join
reasons of
Discord
just,
we have
we
right
just want
now.
to be part of now Ninjas.
Yeah, we are going to be
Everyone has
part
their
of
reasons.
Discord now.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. You take care
Thanks
and
a
have
lot,
a
sir.
lovely rest of your
Thank you
evening.
so much, sir.
And
Thank
please,
you
please
so
have a
much,
good
sir.
night's sleep. You have had a long day.
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
Sir, one
Take
more
care, everyone.
thing.
Thanks for listening.
Before
Yeah.
closing it, can we just have a picture with you, if you don't mind, like a screenshot?
Like we
Yes,
organize
course,
it or something.
Abrar? Yeah.
Sure thing.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Just a second. I'll take it.
Yeah, Abrar.
The only problem is I'm coming at the bottom right. Okay, I'll manage.
Yeah, that happens with the person who's clicking the pic. Maybe like someone else from Spectrum could do that.
Yes. So whosoever is looking at that, please take a photo and ping me. I'm really at the bottom right corner and getting masked up by the text messages. Okay, I have taken it. I've taken the photo.
Okay, cool.
We have the pic. Thanks to the Bayan.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you
sir.
so much, sir. It was an
All right.
honor talking to you today.
Likewise. Absolute
It was
pleasure.
And we also
so-
wish, I think we all will be connecting you with Discord and we can have some chat there.
Yeah, looking forward to
whenever
know
you would
more
Yeah.
about you and all.
Definitely. I'm Ninja Shaz Jeremiah Hubiros in the server, so you'll find me there. All right.
Okay. All right.
I know
Okay,
people
sir.
waiting for the season 2 over
Yeah.
there.
That's it. Awesome, guys. Great chatting, and take care, everyone. And yeah, we'll definitely be in
Thanks a lot,
touch.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Good
Yes,
night.
sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Good
Good
night,
night,
sir.
sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Abra, could you make the announcement about that free NFT giveaway and all, so that before everyone leaves,
Yes,
we know that.
I'll just repeat what Satvik just said. So we have some set of NFTs for giveaway. Our set of NFTs for every participant here in this meet. It's not like that you can join in for the last 5 minutes and sit and you get it. No, you are there for the whole meeting and you have done your RSVP before. So you guys are eligible. Do not share this link beyond the scope of this meet because that person will get disqualified. Of course, get disqualified, and
We are
eventually,
Okay,
keeping,
Asibat,
keeping an
I haven't done
of
for the
all the
RSVP. You will be eligible, Asibat.
It's okay, Ashirwad. We can do that for you.
you have been there
quite
for the
You have
meetings
been, yeah.
all the time.
Ashirwad, you have
marked
been
that.
very active for the meetings. So yes, don't worry about that. You'll be eligible.
We'll make an exception for you, no problem.
And the fact being, you have to see it before receiving. You can search about SIP to the moon. Actually, it has like around 1 lakh copies in OpenSea. And okay, we
We have few. We will give it. Don't
Okay,
disclose
that's a
that.
surprise
What
for
NFT is
Asibat
it?
to others. So if you want to check, I have
Yes,
told you the
please.
name. Go discover it. In
You can
OpenSea.
DM any one of us and we will show you. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
that works.
come on, no, yeah. Let's have that a surprise. We have kept it
Okay,
surprise.
let
for
the guy do the MetaMask thing first. They have to go through some procedure.
Yeah, it's a long procedure,
Let the
guys.
guys finish the process, and if you guys have any issues while doing that, you guys can ping any one of us, and we'll be helping you out regarding that matter.
Okay,
And
how
you have a
are they
question?
going to ping any one of us?
Huh?
Haven't we had any contact yet?
Acha, okay.
They can post the questions in
I
the
think they
server.
can. Should we give
They
out
can.
contact here? No, they can. Join our Discord server and you can just post
Join the
question.
Discord server for
Yeah.
Spectrum, and you guys can ask your doubts, and we'll be clarifying there. If you guys have any doubts,
Let's
doubts
put
during the
the
process.
There's a
Spectrum
PDF in that
Discord
Google
here.
form. Please follow the steps carefully. Okay? We have suffered a lot because of that. Please follow it carefully.
Yes, obviously, because if you give the wrong MetaMask ID or the address, we won't be responsible for you not getting the
exactly.
thing. And second, the most important thing, be on Polygon mainnet. If you're not Polygon mainnet, we are not going to pay the gas fees for your NFT. That's clear.
There's the procedure in that PDF. You will get to know everything.
Yes, that's a procedure in the PDF.
Yeah. Follow the procedure carefully and you'll be eligible to get the NFT. Please do not make mistakes there or else you may not be able to get the NFT. So
First free
please
NFT.
be careful. Yeah, the first free NFT.
If you have any question regarding the announcement we made, drop it down in the chat. We are here to answer that. I'll repeat. We have done the PDF very explanatory for you to step-by-step follow and make your account, generate your ID, ETH address. So that will be step-by-step, very easy to go. It's very easy to follow the steps.
Regarding
Regarding Prabhuda, sorry to disappoint you, but you'll be getting only one.
Okay, Prabhuda, I will send you one. I will send you another NFT I have with me.
Don't send in that fake one.
Congratulations.
Send me, DM me your that ID, like MetaMask ID. I will ensure that.
Prabhuda,
I will send you obviously the cheapest one I have, but I will send you.
Okay, so do we have any question regarding the announcement of free NFT giveaway? We can have it now. And I guess everyone got answered related to the questions. I think Zushan has created everything. It was great to have him. Okay, do you have any question? Tell me when the link is closing. Which link? Ashirvad? Is it the RSVP link or which link? Which NFT you hold?
The Google Form of NFT. We will be closing it when we get to know that we people are not like spamming the things of like repeatedly submitting in one name or something like that. Till then, the link is open. We have
and also we have certain numbers. Actually, yes. We have a limit. We cannot disclose the limit. So we have a limit. When the limit is there, we will be closing it. So it's just like a first come first serve. So
okay,
sure. One day it's
you get 2 days time. Okay,
you have time, Ashirvad. You have time.
You fill it fast.
Yeah. Everyone is here a newbie. So it will take time to create their account and give the ID. So no problem.
Actually, it doesn't, but you can take your time. It is only a 15-minute process max to max. Go to MetaMask.
Let them take their time.
Let them take their time. Yeah. Just make sure that before giving it to anyone else who hasn't joined the meet, you had filled the form first, or else you know who is getting the benefit.
All right.
Okay. Any more questions?
All.
Any more questions you guys have? You can drop it in the chat regarding
the says done. Okay, I will not
send you that was fast.
Nice.
I will not send you NFT. We aren't sending you one. Sorry, Debbie.
Yeah, okay.
So as you guys can see, it is a very short time process. So you guys can complete it.
Anyone else?
Don't think we have any more questions. So let's wrap up.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. We don't have any other
questions. Thank you guys for being a great audience.
So thank you so much guys for joining us today. I hope you have learned something from Zushan sir, the expert. So on that note, thank you so much.